like your makeup's great. Here's the thing. People come up to me all the time, they're like, Victor, wow, you're a black albino, wow. So, what are your superpowers? Now, I don't really have any superpowers, but there's a couple things I do that most black people don't do. One thing I do, use sunscreen. A lot of black people don't do any sunscreen. They're like, oh, this is creamy. I'm like, no, you wear that at the beach. Then what are swimming trunks for? Another thing that I do that most black people don't do, catch calves. I love it. I can catch as many calves as I want. They don't even know I'm black until I hop on the back and I'm like, Wisconsin! That's all the way across the country. I know, and the running stores on the way. Ha ha! Come on back, surprise! Now drive, man, drive! Drive! I don't know what you're doing, but you're making me wish I had a handful of scorpions. I have to admit that when I was growing up, I thought I was special because that's what my mother told me. She's like, Victor, you're God's little special project. You're different. You're special. But my dad, he went on to have 13 kids. So I'd run up to my dad and be like, check me out, Dad, I'm special! And my dad would be like, I got 13 kids. You ain't special. I got one of everything. Look at your little brother. He's a Komodo dragon boy. Look at him. He likes flies in the sun. Give your sister a hug. She's made of glue. Hug her, boy. She's a sticky girl out there, a sticky little girl. Stay away from the fire. You guys like impressions?
Yeah.
Good for you. Actually, I'm going to do an impression. I'll do an impression. This is an impression of my girlfriend. Impression of my girlfriend. This is a great impression. Here you go.
Victor, I'm not your girlfriend. How'd I get in this impression? Stop it, let me out.
I don't have a girlfriend. I guess we got figured that out. I like to talk to girls. I do because I like them. They're fun. I was at a bar and I was talking to this girl, but then she took off her jacket, and then I realized she was a female bodybuilder. And then she got mad at me because she could see the disinterest growing in my eyes. So then she started to explain to she's upset because her sport isn't fair and she's also judged on femininity. She thought that she should be able to get as big as she wants and that would be cool. And I was like, right, first of all, yuck. But secondly, I was like, she kept coming after me and trying to explain that she was still a woman. And I'm like, I'm sure you are, but she did it the wrong way. I'm not good at impressions, but I am going to try to do an impression of her. I'm not going to make fun of her. I'm just going to try to be as accurate as possible to show you what it was like talking to her. I just think that I can be a woman on the inside and still be the host on the outside. Ah! And then she choked the elephant with one hand. She's like, ah! Through her car with a Brooklyn Bridge. She's like, ah, ha, 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 I'm a lady! And I was like, you're not. She's like, come home with me. And I'm like, I don't want to. There's nothing you can do. She's like, even if I crush a walnut in my bicep? And I'm like, no. If you guys see her, please don't tell her that I said that. She can smell blood and fear, so I don't want her to come after me. I think my problem with talking to girls generally is that I've been given horrible advice, mostly by my grandpa. My grandpa used to give me advice about girls. I don't know if you guys have ever had advice from older gentlemen in your family. Anybody have families? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, family.
Exactly. So I was talking to my grandpa. He likes to give me advice about girls, but his advice is always messed up because he likes to do it with little poetry and little sayings to kind of help me remember things. And he'd be like, listen up, boy. Lipstick, powder, rouge, and paint makes women look like what they hate. I don't understand, Grandpa.
I mean, your grandma ain't pretty. Help me escape. Help. Listen up, son. If ever you want to describe your genitals to a lady, it's always a good idea to use a metaphor. As in, my thing is hung like a tree. However, you never want to take the metaphor too far so as to make your genitals sound uninviting. As in, my thing is hung like a tree. I got squirrels living in it. It's covered in that hole. Open the window, boy. I'm out of here. Tickety-tickety-doo.
My grandfather, world's only black leprechaun. You guys don't know that? My grandfather actually apologized for leading me astray. He apologized for leading me astray with women. He was just like, he invited me into his room on his deathbed, and he's like, son, I am sorry. I am sorry for all that hung like a tree metaphor shit. I'm sorry, boy. Because honestly, it was a simile. Grandpa, you got an English joke.
I get it. It was really good.
You guys like going to the bathroom?
Yeah.
Me too, I love it. Love going to the bathroom. Recently I went to the bathroom, I went to the urinal, right? And this guy comes in the bathroom. He comes to the urinal like right next to me. And there were plenty of other urinals, right? So, the girls probably don't know this, but when you go up to the urinal, the guys in the urinal are right next to you, you always like glance over to make sure he's not looking at your stuff, right? Because it's yours. But the weird thing was, I glanced over, and he glanced over at the same time. So we met eyes. I know, that was weird. So I kissed him. I didn't know what to do in that social situation. I was like, Are we done? I gotta go. I gotta go. Can I go?